Hey guys, Fit Future MD here. So glad you were able to follow along with the channel. I'm down here in Morehead City. We'll be talking about diet tips, nutrition, and just doing everyday life things. Any topics that come up, make sure you comment down below and tell me what you think about them. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel, Fit Future MD.
Hey, what's up, Fit Fam? It's leg day. Thought I'd do a little something different this time. Do a little talk over for a little bit. Talk about the struggles I'm going through with the food. It's been very, very difficult, especially at night. Stay on the diet, stay on the nutrition plan. And anytime you're coming off where you're eating in excess, there's going to be growing pains or pains because you're losing weight, losing calories, and that makes it difficult, especially at night. You get cravings at night. But as you see, I'm doing a little superset here. I do leg extensions, 10 to 12, and since that the inner thigh machine is right beside that, I'll hop right onto that and do a little superset there. And now I got seated hamstring curls, and I'll do 10 and 12 of those, and I'm gonna superset that with outer thighs machine, and it's just because it's all in the same room in my gym, guys. Sometimes your workouts are dictated by what equipment is where and what location. But I got a question the other day, talking about how much money I make off of YouTube. And basically, you don't do YouTube, especially starting out, to make any money. You have to have a bigger purpose than money, in my opinion, to start something like this, because the returns at the beginning, you're talking about an hourly rate. An hourly rate might be pennies an hour, not even pennies an hour. Especially with YouTube's new algorithm, you have to have a certain amount of views before you're even picked up as a channel on YouTube now, because YouTube's gotten so big and so saturated. So that brings the next question is, well, what's the bigger purpose? Well, honestly, if I could just help one person get motivated to get back in shape, then all of this is worth it to me, in my opinion. I'm just trying to show people that, it can be done and it can be maintained for a long period of time. Because a lot of people think it's just impossible. You work a 8 to 5 job. I work a 7 to 4 job. But I think it's just impossible. That you have to eat 3 squares a day, and they have to come from fast food. You don't have time. You have kids. Whatever the excuse may be, your health has got to be put to the forefront of your life, especially if you have children, because you can't take care of your children if you're not healthy. You have a wife, you can't take care of your wife if you're not healthy. So that kind of puts it into perspective a little bit. And that's just my opinion on that. You know, you want to try to be as in shape and as healthy as you can be. You know, like I said, starting out 290 pounds. Like I say, right here I'm doing showing the variations of lunges here. I say this is how I started doing it when I first started out. As I had to hold a pad like this for balance. So what you want to do on stuff like that is you want to get a wider stance so that it's easier to balance. Now I'm doing some calf raises. I say on this I do the whole stack. I'm probably going to have to start doing each leg individually, maybe a little bit more than half the stack, but I'll keep you updated on that. Calves, like I said, are one of my strong points, so I don't really destroy them like I do a lot of other stuff. But let's say here's another variation of lunges. I say, so you went from the pad, now you're able to balance. You got the wide stance. Now you're able to balance. Let's see, even I think on this side, no, I did alright, it looks like. But I have trouble sometimes with balance, so. Alright, back to the calf raises here, a different angle for you. But yeah, guys, that brings me to another topic. You know, another reason to do this is because, you know, knowledge is power. And a lot of people, for some reason, don't have, you know, the knowledge of fitness. You know, so I kind of want to bring that to the forefront. And, you know, all my stuff is free. I don't do online coaching or programs or, yeah, as you see, there was my balance issue. So there it goes again. You know, so, you know, that's the cool thing about me, you know, is I'm not here to try to sell you online coaching and, you know, fake program. This is all the stuff I'm actually doing. You know, I'm trying not to hide anything. Like I said, if I was going to have problems with food, I'm sitting here telling you, hey, I got problems with food at night. You know. Alright, so now we're off to squats. And ever since I came back, I've been a little tight, and you can see in my squat more, you know, when I'm tight. But I'm trying to get a little lower there, but I say for some reason I don't feel it as good going all the way down as I do stopping about right there. So I really shouldn't even lock it out at the end, but kind of just keep the time under tension. But you know, this is just how I did it on this occasion. Sometimes I scare the old ladies when I put the bar rack back up there. I'll kind of slam it down sometimes, especially if I'm getting up there in weight. So you see, sometimes you don't get in under the bar correctly, so you have to readjust. So I showed that. You know, that actually happens to me. So you see, I feel it better when I don't go all the way down. I feel it better, right? You know, 'cause you know, the point is to work the muscle to the best capacity. So you need to figure out what range of motion that's going to be for you, because it may not be going all the way down. You know, of course, when you first start out, you want to try to get the range of motion you can get, but your flexibility may not be good enough to get a full range of motion. So a lot of people will go into the gym trying to get, you know, full range of motion on the exercise, and they don't have the flexibility yet. You know, that's why I suggest doing DDP yoga before you even go to the gym. You try to get your flexibility up, get your joint movements up. And that way it's less likely you get injured when you get into the gym. Now, over the past 3 years, 2 years of being bulking after losing 50 pounds, I've had little knick-knack injuries. I had a wrist injury, right wrist injury. And that's really one of the harder things, is when you get a little knick-knack injury, is trying to train around injuries. So I've done that, for a while. So I had a wrist injury, had a little elbow injury, still right side. I think that's pretty much it as far as injuries. Like I say, there's my 315 set. I can't remember. I think I got 5 on this. Sometimes that's the negative of training by yourself, is that you sometimes can't push yourself to the highest limit that you could if you had somebody that was spotting you and stuff. But even on squats, if somebody's spotting you, it's still dangerous for them to spot you. Alright, this is like the worst part of my workout, is having to put all these plates. It's every plate that this gym has I put up on this leg press machine. And as you see, it takes me a couple minutes to get all the weights up there. Alright, so yeah, I feel like my purpose in life is to help people, and that's pretty much why I'm doing this YouTube video series. Not really here to make money. Like, yeah, if there's a residual, something that happens, that's great and everything. But I'm just not here for that. I don't even think any of my videos, or any of the new ones, are monetized. Some of the older ones, were monetized. But like I say, I went from 302 to 252. So I bulked back up for 2 years, and now we're on the way back down. Trying to hang on to 2 years worth of natural growth. And as you see, I'm holding a lot of weight in my midsection area at this time. So I'm hoping that I can get that to go down and keep the size that I have in my shoulders, arms, back, chest. I know that the body decreases body fat evenly. So hopefully we come out looking like we want to look. Like I said, we can always adjust the diet if we're losing too fast, or not losing, or having issues at night. So what can you do if you're having issues because you're starving at night? Well, what you can do is you can shift your calories to later in the day. You can lighten up your breakfast, lighten up your snack, lighten up your lunch, and then push the same calories to the end of the day so you're more full. So that's what we're going to start to do where we're gonna adjust, my calories. Instead of doing 10 egg whites and 2 whole eggs, probably do 6 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. Instead of 2 cups of oatmeal, probably do 1 cup. So we'll push more calories till later in the day, and hopefully that will curb the cravings at night and make it a little bit easier to stick to the diet or stick to the nutrition plan. And honestly, when you're cutting, hopefully to stay where you want to be for a very long time, it's a good idea to plan to be able to do something that you can stick with. As a person, you want to be, or as a male, you want to be between 10 and 15% body fat. So that's what we're shooting for. We want to maintain 10 to 15% body fat for the rest of our lives, and still look a certain way. And that's really the plan, guys. As you see, we're pressing all the weight that I got in the gym. I think I'm doing at least sets of 10 here. Sometimes I do sets of 15, but I don't think I did as much today as I had been doing. But guys, I want to thank you guys for following along. Y'all are keeping me motivated, and hopefully I'm motivating y'all. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up at my Gmail, fitfuturemd@gmail.com. Of course, follow me on Instagram at fitfuturemd. I do have items on an online store if you want to support me in any way. But like I said, I'm not really doing the Fit Future MD part for that. I have a whole separate stuff for my online store. But I do appreciate it if you do like the stuff up there. I have American made stuff up there. It's made by a great person, a great veteran family. So support your veterans out there if they have some kind of business idea, or whatever they're whatever their dreams are. Make sure you support them and help them grow, and they fought for you, so make sure you fight for them when they come back. I'm a big believer in that. Say, finishing off here with some hamstrings. Hamstrings is one of my weak parts of my legs, so I try to get that in. But guys, this is going to be it for this video. I really appreciate y'all. I hope y'all got some stuff out of this. Any more questions, make sure you hit me up. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the gym.
Guys, thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. And I hope to see you again soon, guys. Fit Future MD out.